Does the volume sound okay, guys? Good evening, everybody. How are you? Today we're going to be talking about the silver premiums and are they worth it? So I want to welcome Jonathan Rees, Michael LZB, Redfield Stacker, Big Rocky, and Scott Kahala. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I just got a little bit of, oh, here, let me show you. A little bit of silver down here. What I'm a little bit different stuff today. I've done a additional format on the Streamlabs, so it won't be in conjunction with the Nightbot or the wheel or anything. So I don't know if we're going to do anything there or not. Silver Craze Mama, hi honey. But just a little bit of silver, yes. I'm going to be talking to you about the silver premiums while I count the silver out. And yes, I forgot to make out bags, so I'm just going to count it out. Going to move it over to the side. I was wolfing down a slice of pizza and I didn't quite get it all done, so every once in a while I might, be in a little screen and you might see me take a bite of the rest of it. Fill up the board. How are you? Thanks for joining us, guys. Part of the situation with the silver, let's see if we can do that. Yeah, we can do that okay. Part of the situation with the silver is more or less the premium is imposed by a supply and demand. What's happening now is the demand is much, much higher than the supply available. Now, some of these larger dealers did sit there and hold back some silver because they last Sunday because they wanted to find out what was going on. They wanted to find out. Oops, we're not quite up high enough on that. Oh yeah, that works. They wanted to find out, are they going to be able to replace it or not, because the supply is short. And that is why the silver premium is so high. But the question I have is not why it's high. I'm asking to get some feedback from you all and asking you, is it worth it? Is the premium worth the investment over the long haul? Ohio coin collector, thank you. I feel, part of what I feel, I should say, I don't want to give it to you all at once. If there is a premium on silver, that's because the demand is high. And when the demand is high, you basically want to get it because you don't know when it's going to run out. So we're not going to be on here a long time tonight. I'm going to get your feedback. I'm going to give you some of my feedback about, is the premium worth it? There's a lot of people that say, no, it's not worth it. We go through globally about $1 billion worth of silver a year. I think I read that on maybe JM Bullion or something. I'm not exactly sure. But let's just get one of these stacks going, and then I can just stack the stuff next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll count it the cheating way. We'll just stack them up. Basically, if the premiums are high, I think that is probably one of the better times to buy it, because if it keeps running tight and it keeps running out, you have two different markets on the silver. You have the virtual market, which is what you see online, like Kitco or JM Bullion. They say, oh, spot is, I don't know, what is it, a hair bit under 27 right now, something like that. Let's take a peek real quick. Open up tab. Let's look at Kitco. Yeah, Kitco says it's 26.74 and 27.24 ask. Now, if you'll notice this week, they increased their 10-cent spread. That's because of how tight it is. That is why the premiums are there. The reason why it is worth it, because you don't know when it's going to run out. They say the cost of production is going to be greater than the cost of the silver coming out if it remains low like this. I read a couple more articles. There was one from JM Bullion. I seen one from the gray sheet from last year in January 2020. But all of them basically are saying the same thing. My LCS called me this afternoon and said they have 5-ounce bars out the door, would cost me $168. Would this be okay? Let me get a calculator real quick. I think that's a fair buy at these premiums, yes. That's $33.60 an ounce. Yeah, I think it's fair. Because if you go to APMEX, let's look at APMEX real quick. What are they, like $5, $6 over on 1 ounce silver? 1 ounce Buffalo rounds they wholesale on them is $5.49. And you're looking roughly $6 over, $6.50 over. So yeah, Ohio, I think that's a fair buy. Now, they say it's short, but by golly, I got 4 of these trays full of 90% that has came in the past week. I spent more than $30,000 on silver. Well, that mix is ridiculous on some things, but you know, you can find some good deals with them. You can definitely find some good deals. You just gotta shop around. They are basically, I guess you could say, in the know. Back in 2012, I don't know if I told you guys the story about what a representative from J.P. Morgan did to my company. In 2012, J.P. Morgan representative, whether they did it on behalf of J.P. Morgan or they did it on their personal, but this goes to show you about guys in the know. Silver's sitting at 49 and some change, right? And this guy walks in the coin shop when we was over on Grand Haven Road there, and he says, I'd like to sell a monster box of maples. He said, okay, what you looking for? Because usually if someone's got a monster box, they know what they want, right? So he said, I'd like to sell a monster box of maples. And I go, what do you want for it? He goes, 48 an ounce. And I'm thinking, this guy already told us, he already introduced us and told us that he works for J.P. Morgan Chase. So we're like, hey, Plumber Stacker, what's up? Wild West Stacker, how you doing? So we sat there and we thought about it a second, and I conversed. I was partners with my brother at the time, and I was like, well, God, if he's doing 48, let's get him. Just like that. I go, let's get him. Let's see what he knows. We go, okay, we'll buy the whole box, but we want to pay 47. He goes, okay. So he sells it at 47. This is a Thursday now, mind you. We had a coin show, so we wasn't too worried about it. That stack looks a little off. We wasn't too worried about it, and I was right. It was one too many in that stack, guys. So we're like, okay, we're gonna get this reasonable, right? We're like, he probably knows something, but we'll take a chance because we have a show, and the odds of it dropping drastically in one day was slim to none, right? No, it didn't drop. It actually went up to the higher 49s. But come Monday, we only sold half that box over the weekend. But come Monday, silver was $43. So again, while Will's treasures, you said APMEX is ridiculous, but are they in the know? Do they know where silver's going? Last year, the U.S. Mint was another example of ridiculous. The way they kept raising the premiums. Beginning of the year, they went about 15% on most items. And then, come what was it, September? Some of the stuff went up like 66%. And now look at what happened. These guys that are charging these ridiculous premiums that seems to be coming out of nowhere, they know something. So my recommendation, when you see that start to happen, and I did it with the silver proof sets and everything else, when you see that start to happen, you need to jump on the train. You always need to have a little cash because the silver is going to pull you out of a bind. But there's a reason why the premiums are where they are right now, and it's because I think, this is my opinion now, you can't quote me on this. I'm not a financial advisor. What do I know? I'm just a guy, right? But in all seriousness, I think silver is prepping itself for a large increase. That's what I think. I think the premiums are here because the silver is short. I mean, I think it's just a fluke that we're getting so much silver because there's a lot of guys aren't getting silver. They're just not getting it. They're out. They're selling them too fast. Could it be because their margins are too close? Could it be because they're selling it too cheap? Or, there's a reason for everything. Now, we changed some of our prices on our website. However, our prices still fell below like APMEX and some of the other guys. Steel Wills, how are you, sir? We're just chitting and chatting about silver premiums. If you have anything to add, feel free. We will be more than happy to. I'm trying to read the chat, and I'm just kind of stacking these. I'll have to recount some of them because I think some of them are off. Like this one, I don't know. I think actually a lot of them are off. So I'm going to be recounting these. But feel free to add anything to the 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that means that one's got too many. And that one? Yeah, 2 of them had too many. The big boys aren't out there. They are holding out. Silver Craze Mama. I agree. Silver is ready to burst through the suppression. J.P. Morgan for 30 plus years has been keeping silver suppressed. And I believe the way they do that is basically like these guys did GameStop and everything. They'll put a short in. They have a lot of physical silver, obviously. They'll put a short in, and let's say silver right now is $27. They'll short it. They'll say, okay, I'll sell you some silver at $27, right? And they're going to borrow somebody else's silver. And then what they're going to do is they're going to dump a bunch of silver onto the market to suppress the price down, and then they're going to buy that guy's silver to give to him. That's how that's done. It's basically short. It's just like you do with stocks, options, and all that stuff. You buy something that somebody else owns, and you sell it, and hope it don't go the wrong way. Well, these guys, they know how to make it go the way they want to. They have the money. They have the knowledge, the power. They're just all in it, man. They are just all in it. Christina Marabella, how are you? We are here just chatting about some silver premiums. Are they worth it? Give me your opinions, guys. Are these premiums warranted at today's levels? I mean, I don't know. I'm just a guy. You tell me. I'm just giving you my opinion. I will pass on the high premiums and patiently wait for it to come down. That's the thing, Michael LZB. You'll patiently wait for the premiums to come down. And I can understand that. The premiums could come down. They could come down to $1 over. But is silver going to be $40 when they do? That's what you got to ask yourself. It's a gamble either way. I recommend that you continue to buy on a steady pace, whether there's a premium or not, and just don't overdo it. That's my opinion, because you don't want to be falling short and not getting your daily fill. Yeah, I think the premiums are ridiculous. Yeah, are you feeling better, Amanda? Joey Zoo, how are you? How are you? Now, we're not going to be on a long time tonight. I plan on being off here before 7 because RTF, a.k.a. Rob Finds Treasures, will be coming on. I just wanted to, now, Friday nights I don't normally come on, but if I do come on for a chit-chat, it's usually on Fridays around this time. I just want to be off here by 6 because we're just chatting, and chilling, so to speak. I see a lot of coming out of storage when it dries up. The silver price will skyrocket. The big thing is miners lost a year of production. That is part of it, guys. Scott Kahala just mentioned that the miners lost a year of production. When they lose production like that, that again shorts the silver because, like I said, there's $1 billion floating through the silver market every year. $1 billion. That's like, wow. Now, I imagine if someone had $1 billion, they could, instead of borrowing it from the bank, they could do like the Hunt brothers, and they literally could make silver go up if they wanted to put the money into physical silver, not this paper stock. That paper stock is a different market. It runs like the stock market runs. People buy, people option, people short, but the physical market, there is no shorting the physical market. You can make the appearance of, but if the physical market is short, it's literally short and the premiums go up. Premiums make it tough to buy. Yes, Will, they do make it tough to buy right now. We do our best to try to keep premiums below everybody else, but sometimes we just can't do it. But yes, it does make it tough to buy, but you still need to get a little bit of something. So hopefully when we have an auction Sunday, we're going to be off hopefully before the Super Bowl because that's Sunday. We want you guys to come in. So we'll probably have a shorter auction come Sunday because we want to probably try to end it around 5. That way you guys can go enjoy the Super Bowl and stuff. Feel crappy but getting better. Well, I'm glad you're getting better, Amanda. If you're going to buy with high premiums, spend same amount. You'll get less, but won't spend more than normal. Yes, that is a great idea. That's basically what I was talking about with the high premiums. Like you invest into a Roth or a 401k, you put a certain amount of your paycheck in every week. No matter where the stocks are, you put the same amount of money. Well, you should do that with silver, whether the premiums are high, premiums are low, because it's just like a retirement plan. That can buy your car. That can sit there, buy your house. That could fix your car. That could get you out of jam if you're out of work for 3 or 4 months, like with the COVID. You'd be surprised how many people I had call me, and I had to make special appointments during that shutdown for people that needed money because they didn't have any income. They didn't have no income at all because some of them are still waiting for that unemployment that they were supposed to get. Like I had a guy come in and sell me $4,000 the other day. He said he still didn't get his unemployment. Jonathan Reese, we love and appreciate these chats. Well, Mike, I'm glad you do. And these chats are just that, a chance for you guys to get to hear my opinion, hear my rant, hear my rave, and to give me some feedback on how you feel we're doing with the YouTube. YouTube is totally new for us. Yes, I have been in business for a long time, but I have not been in internet business. We tried websites. Angel and I was talking about today about we had website since '08, and then we were down for like a year and a half when the bots attacked our website. But from '08 until 18, which is 10 years, and then from October till now, we've sold we don't know the exact amount, but we've sold approximately 5 to 10 times that amount than we did the other whole 10 years. And part of that is YouTube. I've never been great at marketing, so YouTube is really good for us because marketing is tough. How can you get your website out there? And YouTube has helped us to get our website out there, so that really worked good for us. And I kind of Forgot what I was talking about. Oh, appreciate these chats. Yeah, and we appreciate them too because you guys give us feedback and let us know which direction to take our YouTube because we don't know. We're not tech people. As you know, we get Nick to help us a little. So I had Nick to set up this. They came into work today and had him set up this new, I guess you could say, I don't know what you call it. Another button on my Streamlabs to give me a whole different thing. That way you ain't got up on the left and down at the bottom. You ain't got that extra stuff taking up space on the screen. Now I can, as you can see, I can get rid of those little ones like that, or I can bring the scope up and have the little ones there. So I just kind of, not tech a tech guy at all. Dollar cost averaging will balance out in the end. AG Vagiro, did I say that right? I hope I did. So anyway, AG, yes, dollar cost will average out in the end. That is a true statement. My LCS is still appointments only. Ouch. We are walk in with a mask and we'll help you. We do, if we start to get too crowded, we got chairs over by the wall, by the front door. If we start to get too many people walking around, we do tell people to to please sit down because we don't want a bunch of people interacting too much. But yeah, hopefully your LCS will go non-appointment eventually. My LCS has been virtually sold out since last week. I don't know why we've gotten lucky getting silver because it is short, but it must just be Michigan because, a lot of people up here are broke and they're probably unemployed and they're needing money. But yeah, there are a lot of local LCSs that are out of silver. And that's why people like APMEX, SD Bullion, JM Bullion, Monex, Provident, all those big guys, AMARK, they shut their sites down because they didn't know what was happening. They didn't know if they could get the stuff back because they knew it was short. They already seen their levels. You know when a short's coming, and I do too, because the level of amount of silver I have, it slowly goes down over time, and it seems like my cash isn't going up. That's because I'm not getting enough of it coming in to sell and make the profit. I'm just selling what I have. And it seems like you'd have more cash, but literally you don't because the bills and everything keep coming in. And, then you have to start ordering off of the distributors, which is a lot more expensive than when you can order it or when you can pick it up across the counter. Stacking Silver, man, what's up? Just here for a chit chat. Silver premiums, are they worth it? Give me your opinion. What's up, Reese? I'm trying to read all this stuff as I count, so do forgive me. Again, I appreciate all the comments and everything. That is just super, guys. If you are late coming into the stream, basically what I'm talking about is silver premiums, are they worth it? And why the premiums are here. So basically for you new guys, the premiums are here because silver demand is greater than the amount being produced. The mines were shut down for, someone said it in the chat, for some of them a half a year, some of them a year. And that made a difference on the production. There's $1 billion a year going through silver, and for some reason, it still went through, and the production, there wasn't any silver coming new. It started off last January with the U.S. Mint. I didn't say this, so all you guys that have been here, this is something new. It started off with the U.S. Mint last year with their 15% increase, which I did say that part. And then again in September with as high as a 66% increase. A lot of guys started raising their premiums on everything, and that basically told you, gave you that telltale that silver is going to take a spike. And when I started seeing that, I did start buying more silver, and that could be why I was able to float through that week and still make it. Not right now. Scrapping. Awesome. Buy safely. Some scrap. Depends on what you're buying and you're buying it for. Not sure what that is. Silver, what you're buying and what you're buying it for. Yeah, that also has a difference on the premiums as well. For me, it's because it still make at least. I think I'm missing part of a conversation here. I must have skipped over something. Hold on just a second, guys. Oh, well, I'm lost. I'm always lost. What do I know? I'm just a guy, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Paper. Silver Craze Mama says it right down there at the bottom. There is proof. This premium is proof that the paper market is not the physical market. And I've been saying this for decades, guys. And a lot of you guys are new to me. I'm just a little over 6 months. The YouTube channel's still in the infancy. But I've been telling people that paper does not mean anything. Back in 2008, that reminds me of a premium that hit in 2008. Silver was like $5, and then it shot up to 20, and then it fell to 6. Well, there wasn't no premium until it fell to 6. And when it fell to 6, I was paying $11. $11. It's sitting at like $5.98. I'm paying $11 for 100-ounce bars. $11 an ounce. That was the premium back then. So high premiums are not a new thing. I mean, the high premiums, if I remember right, actually I don't remember right because I didn't start getting into silver until the turn of the century. So if there was high premiums before the turn of the century, I couldn't tell you because I was a dealer collector, not a dealer stacker collector. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get everybody, let them be in the know, so to speak. We do got a premiere coming up tomorrow, guys. It's going to be about 2 o'clock. Angel made a video, so it's going to come out tomorrow. I don't know what it's about. I haven't seen it, so I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is I'm going to be on a computer with it premiering, so we'll see what that's about. Murder Plague, how are you? I don't know if you've been in here a while, but I appreciate you joining us. Collecting to the max, says at Coin Crew. I'm going to sell some of my silver soon because I bought it to flip it, but anyway. He bought it to flip it. Would you say a good price point for ASCs and Maples? Bought them for $20 a piece. I think at today's premium, you should be getting $2 to $4 over when you want to sell them, as long as they're not damaged. If they're damaged, someone's going to want to give you a spot. I got a lot of Maples and Silver Eagles, so I wouldn't be buying them right now. And that's another thing. When you go to sell them, if the person doesn't need them, they're going to want to pay you a spot. But if they need them and they don't have silver, they should pay you $2 to $4 over. So you should be looking around 30, 31, or 29 to 31 for those right now, as long as they're not damaged. Numismatics, not now. Numismatic, not stacker now, both. Okay, the wife's the same way as I am. Dig, misspelled. My question, do you think one person owns enough silver to influence the price? No, I don't. But I do think if one, and I heard it on Rob Finds Treasure, and I'm going to give him the credit for this. He said they did, Rob, Raven, and Silver Seeker did a stream, and Rob made a statement that if 1/3 of the people who have thought about purchasing silver purchase silver, that would skyrocket silver to greater than $100 an ounce. It would pass it so fast that you wouldn't even keep your head straight. And I do believe that. As far as one person having enough right now, no, I don't think one person has enough. But do I think one person has enough money to where they can manipulate the market without hurting themselves? Yeah, any of those guys who got more than 50 billion bucks. Because if someone was to buy $1 to $2 billion worth of physical silver, they can manipulate the market. And it's because it is a smaller market, but yet it's large because it's diversified all over. But if someone comes in and starts calling all the shops and gets it from the shops, yeah, that will increase premiums too. Steve Wells, dig. It would be tough to do. JP something like 1.5 million physical ounces in warehouse. Steel wheels. Yeah, you're right. It is tough to do. It's going to take somebody with billions of dollars to do it because they, in my opinion, someone would have to physically buy and hold $1 to $2 billion worth of silver. And there is a way to do it. Basically, they buy the silver and they keep buying it, do exactly what the Hunt brothers did. But the reason why the Hunt brothers weren't able to pull it off is they were borrowing the money to do it. And then when silver had a dip, all the banks called in their markers and said, we want our money because you are no longer worth that much. So that's why they were, but it would have kept going to the roof. It would have hit over $1,000 had they had the money instead of having to borrow the money to do it. I would love to see that. Coin Crew. Guys, if you want me to read your questions, try to tag me. It will make it a little easier because I'm slow. I agree. One must, Christina Marabella, one must remember dollar cost averaging the same as the stock market goes up, goes down. Should average out. That's my opinion. Yes, someone stated that earlier, and you were absolutely correct. Dollar cost is very, very important. Scott Collar, Coin Crew, spot is based 1,000 ounce. Spot is based on 1,000 ounce bar. That is what is represented by the paper market. Actually, no. What is represented by the paper market is I got this much silver in a bar, and that's what you can have. It's not fabricated. There's no fabrication process in it. It may not even be a bar, but most likely is. It's one glob, pure silver. It could be 950 ounces, could be 5,050 ounces. That is how they base it. But again, that is not based on the fabrication. That is not based on the physical. That is more or less someone saying, okay, you can buy this, but you're going to have to pay delivery charge, whether it be so many cents an ounce, whether it be, because some guys say, okay, you want physical on it, you have to pay a per ounce price, you have to pay a contract price. Yeah, there's a lot of legal mumble jumble in that, but yes, it is based on a large amount of silver. But again, that's still not physical because that's not you taking delivery of it. They do not do that. Stacks and stacks of monster boxes. Yeah, someone would have to have stacks and stacks, Jonathan Reese. I'm going to start collecting pandas or other highly collectibles since those are cheaper than ASCs or maples. Pandas are not cheaper than ASCs. I don't know where you've heard that from, but I've never seen them cheaper. If you want to collect Solverine round, that means a round made by the government, I would recommend maples or have a lower premium. Krugerians have a lower premium. You just try to get the stuff. Now, right now, the premiums are kind of whack, but you try to buy the stuff $250 and under over spot. But you can't find that right now. Joey Zoo. I mean, it's just not out there, bud, at those levels. Yankee Stacking, how are you, sir? Got your email? Haven't answered it yet. I got to figure out how to hook that thing up onto my computer. I don't even know what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it sounds like something we're going to be able to do. I just got to figure out if I can hook it up before I confirm definite. But thanks for coming in. We are just talking about why I think silver premiums, what I think about silver premiums, and if they're worth it. That's pretty well what we're doing, and just counting some silver out in the process. Good to see you here. And the chat's got away from me because I rolled up trying to read it. Yeah, you want to be careful with the pandas because China, and I'm not talking about the government themselves, but people in China have been known to counterfeit Chinese money, especially the old ones. There's also been some eagles out there. So when you do buy your silver, buy it from a reputable dealer or a reputable distributor. Buy it from someone you can trust. If that person happens to be a personal person and you trust them and you've bought stuff off them, don't go buying off the internet like Alibaba or something. That reminds me, a guy, one of my customers answered Craigslist. And he thought, wow, this is a good deal. I'm going to buy a bunch of it. So he buys all these gold ounces for $1,100, right? Sounds like a great deal. Spot's sitting at $12.50, right? That shit was fake as could be. He sold us 2 of them. I was out of town. Angel bought them, but I knew the guy, so he made it right. And I picked that thing up and I said, this is fake. You call him. So she called him, and he come back, and he made it right. And I explained to him what it was. It was gold-plated tungsten. Tungsten is like the same atomic weight as gold, and you put a heavy gold plating on it, unless you got an XRF machine or X-ray gun or whatnot, you're not going to know the difference unless you know by the look. Yankee stacking. Ooh, green. Nice stream. Thank you, Yankee, for the super chat. First super chat of the night. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Those are the kinds of things like what Yankee just did that helps keep the channel going, allows me to buy more equipment and to possibly put up silver all the Sundays, actually. Starting them off real reasonable as we always do. Watched your vid with your LCS, Yankee, the squeeze. Awesome vid, my bro. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch that one, Yankee. I get busy running the shop some days. Like yesterday, we were open from like 10 to 4, and it was like, boom. I got here, and then it was 4:15 before I realized what time it was. I mean, it was like I didn't get lunch or nothing. Exactly. If you're Steel Wheels, one wealthy group of put together a physical buy at $1 billion and held without selling, price would skyrocket. Bids would go through the roof. Yes, and the premium would increase. You are 100% right, Steel Wheels. Sorry I missed you there, buddy. I keep scrolling up and down because I'm just basically here to chat and kind of give you my opinion and talk about it. Coin Crew, when you're ready, brother, thanks for joining my militia. Looking forward to talking with you. Thank you, Yankee. Thank you very much. And yes, I will probably do that. I just got to make sure that I don't have something else planned that night. I'll get back with you one way or the other, sir. Plumber Stacker with a $10 super chat. He says, can't have all the fun, Yankee. Ha ha, look at that. He's like, I got to double it. He said, I like yellow. He didn't say it. It's just he made it yellow. I just had to throw that in there. I like yellow. But, guys, what can I say? You guys are cool, man. You guys are great at supporting me. I mean, I appreciate it. 100%. Coin Crew, I was about to purchase 3 1-ounce gold maple leafs. Someone in the community was selling them for a friend at spot, but he sent me the pics. They were fakes. Yes, Yankee, I never buy anything. Now, I guess I don't mean to sound one-sided or nothing, but I don't like to sell anything unless I'm paid. But I don't like to buy anything from a non-reputable distributor. And it doesn't mean that you guys aren't cool or nothing. It's just that in the past, when people have said they'd sell me something, I didn't get it and I paid for it. So now, if it's not someone that I am actually going to and ordering something off of, I got to get the items in hand before I ever. But yeah, sometimes you can find that stuff from in the pics, man. You can see that fake. It just yell out at you. Kellen L., how's it going? Thank you for joining us. Wow, I got 40 people in here. Well, 39 now. Someone didn't like what I said. What can I say? I'm just a guy, right? Ouch, Yankee, that is scary. 1 ounce fake gold. But yeah, anyway, getting back to the story back in 2012 about the guy that bought the fake gold. He kept buying them and buying them and buying them. He had like $50,000 worth of gold. This he's a millionaire, so it didn't affect him. And I'm like, dude, that's a lot of money to buy a bunch of fakes with. He got the Secret Service involved, and they did a sting, caught the person, and arrested him. That's what you get for making fake money. All these guys selling this fake stuff, even if they're unaware of it, it's illegal to sell it. It is definitely illegal to sell it. Gonna use a stigma. Once you've been doing it a while, Joey Zoo, you can kind of tell by the feel. You can kind of tell by the look. One of the most important things on the Gold Eagles, the best thing, like the tungsten gold-plated ones, is they got if you'll notice, a real Gold Eagle does not have eyeballs. They only have eye sockets. So when you see that eyeball protruding out of that coin, it's fake. You can tell it in a minute. Because it just gives the actual gold eagles only give you the impression of eyes. If you take you a 10 or 15, maybe even a 40, whatever power of magnification you use, take it to the coin and look at it, and you'll see on a real eagle there are no eyeballs. You wouldn't think it just glancing at it. You're looking at it like this, and you're like, oh, that's no big deal. You wouldn't think about that, but there are no eyeballs, guys. Far North Coins is in the house. Military coinage. Yes, we're having a party without you, but now you're here, so the jig is up, man. No, we're just chatting about the silver premiums and stuff. Planning on trying to get out of here about 7 because I want to be off before RTF comes on. I don't want to conflict too much. I mean, not that it's going to conflict. I'm just a little bitty guy. But, I am a guy, so what can I say? Let's see, Cool Balls in the house. Didn't even see you, sir. There you are. What's up, buddy? What's up? Oh, my God, fake goat. Yeah, I don't like to tell people's names, but that guy, he couldn't believe that I was able to tell it so quick. And that's, again, it's just like riding a bike or something. You just kind of know. The Maples had the radio line security feature, but they were way too spaced out. Not tight lines because it's next to impossible to counterfeit. The hair was messed up. A lot of times you can tell, just like you said, the radio lines were spaced wrong. A lot of times you can tell when if you look at enough of them, you can tell a coin is fake. My wife has a coin. I wasn't sure about it. I was kind of questionable. It's real nice. It's a $2.50 gold. She goes, you ain't melting it down. I'm keeping it. It's a fake one, but it's a little mushy. But it's 100 years of birth. It's like an 1873, and so she, had to have it. Until I can get her an actual one, she's going to keep it. She'll probably still keep it because it is gold. A lot of times, though, and that's something on fake gold ones, they are still real gold, but sometimes they're not. So you got to be real cautious about that. Hi, Jaji, how are you doing? Hello, J Ram. Corey Coolball, just want to join the fun. LOL with a yellow super chat. Plumber Stacker with a nutter. He goes, buy it now on all those binges. Not selling anything tonight, but I will put some of these up in the auction. I'm just counting them right now. As you can see, I'm not going through them. These are what Angel, I think, did. I don't know. But they was in a bin. I got a couple more of these. Trays just full. People are just keep selling me this stuff. And now I'm dropping them. Oh, I caught it. Look at that. Caught it right in my chair. Party Pickles in the house. How are you? These are all stacks of 10. Tray's almost empty, guys. It's getting down there. I'm looking for a $2.50. I have no old gold, really. I have a cleaned $3 gold, but it's a better date, like 1858, but it's been cleaned, so nobody wants to buy it. Oh, no. I picked up two really nice St. Gaudens the other day. 1928, but the raw. Yankee Stacky says, way to go, Plumber Stecker. Oh, wow, this chat's going faster than me. I'm slow at reading. I arrived. It's party time, says the Party Pickle. It's always a party when they come. Always a party. But yeah, guys, the premiums are nuts. But as some of the people said in the chat, keep a repetitiveness about it because it will all average out. The premiums are here because the silver is being purchased, or I'm sorry, the amount of silver being produced is not enough for the amount of silver being purchased. That causes premiums. And like I said, back in 2008, when that stuff shot 20, fell to 6, I had to pay $11 for 100-ounce bars. $11 per ounce for a 100-ounce bar when spot is $5.98. And I didn't hesitate because I had people paying me $14. I'm like, I'm making some money. I couldn't believe it. And then I bought, this is honest to God truth too, I bought 1,000 ounces of silver. 1,000 ounces. A guy looked at me and thought I was nuts when I offered him $11 a piece, right? And then the guy standing right next to me, as soon as he walked out the door, he said, what do you want for them? I go, well, give me 13 bucks. Well, I'll take them all. And he took every single ounce. But the guy who was selling them to me thought I was nuts because I paid him almost double spot. That's what happens. When premiums are there, people know it. And it didn't, as you know, guys, what happened in 2008? Silver went up to 20, fell to 6, and then shot up to 50. Why? Because the premium was there. When the premium is there, it stands a good chance of shooting up. So you guys do want to be cautious on this because maybe this is an ease back, maybe it's not. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a guy. You tell me. Is it going to shoot up? I think we're sitting in a good position. I think silver is setting itself up for a rise. Party Pickle, A Plumber Stagger, Party Pickle. Michael, LZB, $4.99. He says, wanted to see the MLZB in bright green. We love this amazing community. Guys, we are all happy that you are a part of the Coin Crew community. The Crew community. However you want to call it. It's a little section of the great big YouTube coin community. We just try to take a little bitty slice of it. And we're going to call it the Crew, the Coin Crew community. You know, you got 1,000 slices and we'll take one little slice of that 1,000 parts. Coin Crew, what's your value on clean $3 gold piece? Well, if it wasn't clean, I would be around $3,000. It's a nice piece. It's a XF45 AU, but because it's clean, I'm a little bit under $2,000. But it's still got value because it's 1858. Now I got a nicer $3 gold that I'm not selling. It's in my stack, one of the safes somewhere, and it's an MS62 and. It blows it away, but it's not worth as much as the clean one. Chili's, it's called supply and demand, says Yankee Stacking. That is correct. He who has the silver, if he doesn't want to sell it for the paper price, he won't. I don't want to sell it for the paper price because I know I'm just getting lucky right now, people bringing it to me. Because if I want to order it, I look at these guys online selling silver. They want 25, 26, 27, 28, some of them even 30 times face for this stuff right here. And you can go to my website, mycoinzone.com. You can type it in the chat there. You get the email or whatever, just mycoinzone.com. It's in there somewhere. And you can buy this stuff for $249. That's 24.9 times face. And I'm going to have some of it up in an auction, too. I lowered the price $10 because the premiums eased back a little. Now we be in the crew, Coin Crew, says Yankee. So if I missed your chat, just put an @Coin Crew because I'm not catching all of them. Agreed, Yankee. I'm holding until the market stabilizes. Yeah, it's good to hold until the market stabilizes, but... you know, don't hold too long because it could go down, could go up. We don't know where it's going. All we know is that it is positioning itself for a good rise. Agreed, Yankee. I just read that one. I'm contemplating buying gold also till silver premiums make up their minds. The reason why gold is so reasonable right now is everybody's got their mind focused on silver because on Reddit, they made a play, and they did short squeeze on GameStop, AMC, and a few other stocks, and it actually worked. I was looking at GameStop today. From that $400-something, it's down to $65. It's going to keep on dropping. That stock's worth about $6 to $8. But the short squeeze made it go way up. And then some Wall Street bet guys decided, hey, well, let's try that with silver. And they went out and bought a bunch of physical silver. from an already stressed market where the premiums were just starting to come down, and now the premiums are higher than they was because they stressed the market by buying up a bunch. So yeah, you'll get gold when you get gold, Silver Crazy Mama. My trust in institution, and I feel strongly that silver is going to be freed in 2021. What do you think about goldbacks? Hi, sir. How are you, sir? Goldbacks. What do you mean, goldbacks? I'm not familiar with that term unless you're talking about older currency. I think silver will be 35 by the end of the year. I thought it was going to be 40 by the end of last year, the way it was creeping in August. But then we had to ease back, and now we're back strong again. Predicting where it's going to go by an infinite time, or a definite time, rather. That's like trying to win the lottery. You just don't know. There's all kinds of factors that may play through and keep it from going there. And that's what happened with my prediction. I predicted gold to hit 2,200. It hit what, 21, something like that? And I think it was close to 22. I don't know. I could be wrong. And I predicted silver to hit 40. Silver did tip at the 30 by the end of August. It was 29.91 and a half cents, but it didn't quite do it. Exactly. Coin crew, be the contrary, shift to gold for a bit before returning to silver. I've always been a strong stacker of gold and silver, guys. I'm going to keep on buying silver, and I'm going to keep on adding to my monthly stack video that comes out the first of every month. I'm going to keep on buying the same amount. I'm going to try to get $50 worth of 90%. I'm going to try to get 30 ounces of silver. But I'm also going to try to get a half ounce of gold, because I believe that every portfolio should have a diverse, and I do say diverse, inventory. Red Pill says, I say higher. Ain't no one getting my silver, says the wife. Silver is a poor man's gold, says Cat Mandoism. You know what? Copper's a poor man's silver. Copper is not a good investment when you buy the fabricated 1 ounce rounds. I'm going to be straight with you there. That stuff, a 1 ounce round, it costs you as much as a whole pound of copper costs you. Guess it means Utah. Guess means Utah gold. I'm still not familiar with what gold. Is that like a sports team or something? Because I don't know. I think goldbacks are just novelties would buy for an investment purpose. Okay, I think Silver Crazy Mama just answered your question. The Nevada or Utah gold note. Oh, the note. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I'm not big on paper. Goldbacks are gold currency right now in Utah and Nevada. No, I'm not big on paper. What I feel, if you want gold, buy gold. Don't buy paper saying someone else has got your gold. That's the same thing as buying a stock, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just a guy. Hi, sir. I have special package. In Goldbacks, New Hampshire edition. It's going to be lit. Can't wait to do my video on them. There's some people, like Yankee Stacking, he's into it. I have always been a physical person. It took me until I was 50 years old to open up a Roth. And since I opened up so late, I had to open up an owner K too to try to catch up. But I've been more of a physical person myself. I like physical things. I don't like the SLV stocks for silver, because that's saying someone else has got your silver. Why don't you get it yourself? Because no one can take it from you. A company can't go bankrupt and then you lose your silver. They look interesting, but only if more businesses start accepting them. Yeah, that is true. I think it's some type of statehood money they're trying to do. I've heard a little bit about that. I think someone said something about Texas was doing something too. I don't know. And that one fell on the floor with the others somewhere. I don't know where it went, guys. It's buried. It's under my desk. What's your take on platinum? Been thinking of swapping silver for platinum. What's the ratio on the silver and platinum right now? That's a good question. So you got 1,030, so it's what? So it's about 35, 40 to 1. I think personally, if you want platinum, buy platinum. Don't trade your silver off for it. I like platinum. I do have a bunch of it. I did not buy the 2021 ounce, which I needed for my 3-coin set. They had the Liberty Life or whatever it was. There was 3 coins, one each year, because they raised the premium up to like $500 over, and I'm like, can't do it. So I'm still waiting for someone to sell me one for about $200 over spot. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll never have it, and I'll just die with my 2 coins. I'm telling you, I should make my coffin out of precious metals. That would be so cool. Of course, then again, now just come think about it, I ain't gonna have a coffin because they're gonna burn me, and I'm gonna be spread all over the world. If it hits 50, the poor and middle class will be priced out of the markets. Not if they was buying it ahead of time. They'll be priced into the market. If you're buying it and you bought it at a lower value, then that just financially helps you out a lot if it goes up to 50. I know if silver goes up to 100, I'm going to be set. I'm going to be lit. Nevada and Utah both have goldbacks. Did someone, I thought I heard someone on YouTube or something saying Texas might be doing something like that. I don't know about gold, if they're calling it goldbacks or what. There's a bunch of states trying to get their own money. I got to catch up to the front of the chat. 1/1000 troy ounce per goldback. They come in 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, and 50s is what Wild West Stacker says. Look at it this way. Oil make diesel. Miners' biggest cost is fuel. Mining make company go up. Producing mines at work. Less silver being minted. Yeah, man. Talk about prices of fuel. I noticed today, it could have happened yesterday, because I don't know, because I got gas 2 days ago, but I went by the gas station today, or yesterday. No, I went by yesterday, so it was a couple days since then. Gas was like $2.54, and it was like $2.30. It went up like 20 cents, man. That's crazy. I want rhodium. Metal Dragon says, I want rhodium. How are you, Metal Dragon? Brave heart. Who is that started? Mel Gibson starred in that Braveheart. Yeah, I like movies. Toxic, but $17K an ounce. Yes, rhodium is expensive. I was a buyer if it would have ever fell to 2 on rhodium. And it started going down. I think it got down to 3 or 4, and I should have bought then instead of holding my guns. Because then it was at the 10, 12, and it fell down to like 3, 4, and I just couldn't pull the trigger. I should have. That's like me back in 2010. I was offered Bitcoin when it was 0.0002 of a cent or of a dollar or whatever. It was cheap. I'd have been a billionaire if I'd have bought some. Look at it now, 38,000 or something. Talking about buying into the market. The only property gold has an advantage over is silver in the malleability, so they are able to put it in goldbacks. The thing about gold, its biggest demand, the biggest demand for gold is jewelry. Most of gold is in jewelry. Even though you see all these gold coins out there, the reason why gold holds its value so well is nobody's going to sell off their wedding ring until they die or until it gets stolen from them. But with silver, it's cheap, and that's why you see so much of it. There's not as much silver out there as people think there is, but people have a mindset, if it's not expensive, I don't want to keep it, so a lot of people get rid of it. And that goes back to the terminology, like Rob said, Rob Finds Treasures, he said if 1/3 of the people who thought about buying silver buy silver, it would soar past 100 in the lick of an eye. Well, I added the lick of an eye part. But you just never know. I feel silver will go higher than 100. We don't know if it will go higher than 100. Now, what happened with the Wall Street bets? That did introduce a lot of people into silver. I noticed I had people come in last week that didn't normally buy silver, bought silver. So that was a good thing. And that it was another thing that put a squeeze on it. So it's kind of crazy. I'd rather buy a half gram or a gram of gold. Don't know what you're saying. Well, I don't like the grams of gold. Oh, instead of jewelry. Well, your investment is in jewelry, honey. Yeah, she got a lot of gold jewelry. I know, I paid for it. I like the gold backs for gifts. They have got a few of my family members buying. That is a good idea. I mean, when you think about it, that's why we call it gift silver, so to speak, is all that premium silver like Peanuts and Charlie Brown's and Mickey Mouse's. We call that gift silver because it has such a high premium, but it gets people into buying silver that wouldn't normally buy silver. It introduces them into that. So that makes a big difference. Oh, then those gold backs, honey. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to say, your investment is in jewelry. Yeah, she'd rather buy the actual gold than the gold backs. Some people like different things. I mean, I thought Bitcoin was crazy, but look at it now. I still don't understand Bitcoin. But now there's what, 10,000 different cryptos or something like that? It's crazy. One point in history, aluminum. Yes, it was aluminum used to be like $500-600 a pound when gold was sitting a little under 20 in, I want to say, the mid to late 1800s. Aluminum was the rich man's metal. They made goblets like in the king and queen where they had their parties and stuff. They made goblets. But a company, a small, relatively unknown company came along and figured out kind of like Ford did with the assembly line. They figured out a way to process the aluminum more effectively, less expensive, and aluminum slowly fell down to $1 a pound. And the name of that company, get ready, the name of that company that developed the technology and the know-how of how to process aluminum was Alcoa. And I'm sure most of you have heard of the Alcoa name. They're affiliated with GE, Howmet. They learned how to process aluminum, and there you go. It was no longer the poor man or the rich man's metal. Hence, gold ended up coming over. Be back in 5. Got to get a pot of coffee, says Steel Wills. Man, you guys are so nice. Thanks, Steel Wills. I appreciate it. Man, seeing all these super chats and everything, that's just so cool. Say aluminum 5 times fast. Aluminum, 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 aluminum. Maybe I didn't say it fast enough. Let's try it again. Aluminum, aluminum, aluminum. That's tough. That is tough. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't say aluminum. I said aluminum. You guys just trying to get me to make fun of myself. Well, I am almost done. Does anybody else have anything they want to state or say about the silver premiums, what they feel about it or anything? Because I'm almost done counting halves. She got me. Yes, she did, Wild West Hacker. She got me good. All you minimum. All you minimum. All you minimum. Too high. Well, it really was $500 an ounce. You can do some research on it. Aluminum from Bauxite, Oregon, recycling is still cheaper than producing it from scratch. Yeah, I in all honesty, guys, Red Pill Sector says 300 an ounce by May. I don't know about that, Red Pill. I do not see $300, and if you're talking about silver, I definitely don't see it. But, again, what am I predicting? I shouldn't be doing that. We don't know where it's going. Anybody who can definitely say they know where silver or gold's going, they either crazy or they work for one of those companies that's in the know that knows where it's going because they're pushing it there. So do you work for somebody like that, Red Pill? Is that what's going on? I got 3 oddballs in the stack. So what do we got? We got 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's see what we got. 10, 20, 30, 40, 80, 120, 160, 70, 80, 90, $191.50. And I've got another 3 or so of these. Dreadful, if we did, we'd all be rich. Guys, if I did, you'd see me. Someone says I should swim around in my silver. If silver got to 300 by May, I will let you guys see all of my silver at once, and I will swim in it. I will literally throw it out in the carpet in my shop. I will bring it all at one time. Of course, I'm not going to do it live because I ain't going to want you guys to know when I'm doing it. But I'm going to do it, and I'm going to go swimming in my silver. I got enough silver to fill one of them little bitty pools. And when I say little bitty pools, I'm not talking about the foot high, 3 foot. I'm talking like 1 foot, like 1 by 1, a cube or something. No coin crew, but I am highly intuitive. That means they don't work for JP Morgan. Inflation would be through the roof. Yes, if that happened, there would be some crazy, crazy stuff, guys. I mean, it would be crazy. But anyway, let's get ready to wrap this up since nobody else is asking any questions. Oh, here's a question. We got some coin crew here. Red Pill Stacker, I will hold you to it. Swim in it. I will. If it gets $300 by May 1, I will swim in it. And you guys will see. I am going to do some more videos on... some more informative videos to try to educate people. This is just kind of an introduction chat, kind of letting you know my feelings on silver and stuff. Like Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, but I think he was swimming around a lot more gold than I got. Hector the Silver Collector. Hello. How are you this evening? G-Dub, I won't have any silver left if it ever gets to 100. I think a lot of people are going to be like that. But guys, word of caution, if you dump it all at once, it will flood the market. The same thing will happen like it did in 2011. It hit that magic intraday trade of 50. And then it didn't close out at 50. It hit like 51, I think it was 12, because I was watching it that day it hit. It started at like 49, lower 49s. It hit the intraday at 51.12. It came back down to the higher 49s. So they said, oh, it never hit 50. It did during the day. But intraday, as you know, does not count. It doesn't count at all, even though we all seen it. And it didn't hit it back in the 80s. It did the same thing. It didn't close out above 50. It closed out just below it. It's got to actually close out above that 50 for it to get the traction to hit, to start running to that 100. That's something you guys should know. But basically, guys, I wanted to tell you, I am a serious silver stacker. I have a lot of faith in this metal. I'm just getting a little lucky, but the premiums are there because simply there is more of a demand for the silver than the silver available. I just got lucky because people in Michigan are broke, obviously, right? Or they wouldn't be selling to me. I don't know why they're selling to me. Besides, all I can think of is they must be needing money for bills or something. I mean, that's what we all hold the silver for, is for emergencies. So I guess I am going to close her out. I appreciate it. Let's run over everybody's super chats, and I'll read them off to you guys. So we can see we got Yankee stacking $2.99. Wait, how does this thingy work? Then Yankee stacking coming in. Ooh, green, nice stream for $4.99. Plumber Stacker with a $10 super chat. Can't have all the fun, Yankee. Ha ha. Corey Coolball come in with a $10 super chat. I want to join the fun too. Plumber Stacker. Buy it now on all those Benjis for $5 super chat. And then we got, why is this not working? There it is. I can't see the last one. Michael LZB, and I can't see the chat. I can't see what you did, but it was $4.99, I think, or $5. Why is it not? It's cheating me, man. I don't know how to do it. I can't. It won't scroll down to you. But thank you to Michael LZB. I think he just want. I think it was. He wanted to see his name in green. Okay. G-Dub says he won't have any left. Rob is on. Yes, I am fixing to leave, my man. I'm fixing to leave. Coin Crew, the only thing that worries me is what price will JP Morgan sell their stack? That is a good question. I don't think they will ever sell their entire stack, though. I really, really don't. Because it doesn't make sense. It's like me. If I sold all of my silver, how hard would it be to get back in it? So what I do is I sell silver, buy silver for a little less, sell it for a little higher, buy, and I keep increasing. And that's what they do. If you sell all your silver and then the next day, that's how that one guy lost that hundreds of billions of dollars or whatever, billions of dollars, not hundreds of billions, hundreds of millions or billions of dollars on GameStop, is he shorted GameStop. I think it was Michael something or other. One of you guys probably know his name. And we're not talking about Michael LZB either. He shorted GameStop, and then he had to buy the stocks at the higher price, and he lost, I think, $1 billion or something. It was crazy. Scott Kahala, I wouldn't worry. JPM did not buy for investment alone. They bought more so to insure against being bankrupt on the paper side by the private market. That is correct. G-Reds, we are just finishing up the stream. Thank you for coming in. We're basically covered silver premiums. Are they worth it? You can rewind back the stream. It's been about an hour and 10 minutes. It's not a long one. So guys, I am going to close it out here. I want to thank everybody for being a part of our community, everybody for all your super chats, everybody for your continued support. Angel and I really, really appreciate it. I just don't know what to say, guys, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I could not do this without you. And for all you guys that are heading over to Rob's, tell Rob I said hi, because I'm still going to be closing things up here because it takes me a little bit. So I guess this is where I sing, I think. I don't know. Do I sing? Should I sing by myself? You know I can't hold a key without Angel, right? Yeah? No? If you guys put the na in there, I'll just have to say, have a great weekend. Oh, yeah, guys, don't forget Sunday auction is 1 p.m. We will see you there. We're going to try to end it at 5 so you guys don't miss any of the Super Bowl. Don't want you to miss the bowl. Red Pilled Stacker says, no. So we will see you guys Sunday. Or, no, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Angel's got a premiere coming out. I'm going to load a video later tonight I'm going to set it up for the premiere. So we will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, and then again on Sunday. So I want to thank everybody for being there, and it is time to sing you out. So here we go. Now, if I'm off key, we can tell Angel not to leave me alone no more, right? And I didn't press no buttons. Sunday fun day, says Red Pill Second. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey, hey, goodbye. Oh, they shrunk that too much. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey, 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 goodbye. Thanks, everybody, for joining. I really, really enjoyed our Friday night chat together. Have a great night. Bye.